sure what everybody's doing. I grew up, your generation put a man on the moon. My generation put a man on Mars, and I got to watch the documentary in 4K, dude crushing potatoes.
All right, well, Farrell's go ahead and explain why DJones is going to win this thing.
DJones is winning this one because of Mel Blount off the edge, a corner. We saw a problem in his last event, neglect to take the secondary, didn't get it again this time. Mel Blount, I expect him to make big plays for DJones.
RG?
Well, looking at it, the Allen Robinson, and the person that the least unexpected hero that you see on this list is Victor Cruz. He isolates him on that left side of the field and finds ways to get him open. You don't see him coming, but he's made big plays for DJones so far.
And I gave him the D back to his name, so he is DJones, and Brown's going to help him in that middle of that defense make some big plays.
Back to telling Rico why he is wrong. Everything's an open book now. Everyone comes to the tournaments. I walked into a tournament in Madden 10. I saw a problem. I said, is that the guy? And Steve said, don't point. But I said, that's the guy, and I was afraid. But there's familiarity now. There's an open book. Everyone knows what everyone else is doing. Everybody plays online. Everyone's seen everybody else's game plan. I think Problem does have the experience in the big game, but can't count out DJones. He's not just going to bow down to him. This is going to be a close match. Give me DJones, though.
Go ahead, Rico.
And just one more time, we can't underestimate what it means to Problem to have young Kiv play DJones. That's like getting a free look at him. I'm sure they got together last night. Problem's going to be the most prepared he's ever been for this. Look for Problem, maybe even by double digits.
All right, guys, before we get to the call, I want to get your predictions right now. Rico, you're kind of talking about it. You're going with Problem.
Absolutely.
Farrell's?
DJones went 3-0 for me yesterday. I can't go away from him, but I think it's going to be very, very close. That's a huge note, the familiarity, having Kiv play him. If you don't think Problem stayed up all last night and hit that lab we talk about.
RG?
It's a toss-up. I don't pick against Problem in Madden championships because I know better. I've seen too much. I'm going Problem.
All right, I'm going DJones. Let's send it over for the game right now. You want this matchup. You got it. Take it away, Scott and Gibbs.
Thank you so much, Tyler and the guys. And I tell you what, Gibbs, this feels like a semifinals, a finals, but we're getting it in the quarterfinals.
This is kind of the biggest matchup so far, Scott. This is between two titans of industry right here. Keys to success for Problem this one, needs to manufacture points, dominate the line of scrimmage with his run game, and he needs to find a way to convert on third downs. No one's been able to pass against DJones so far in this tournament. Problem, look for him on third downs. How does he convert in the air?
Well, DJones will get the ball first. He'll be in the Denver Broncos unis, all white. And then the familiar San Francisco 49ers that Problem has been really supporting for years.
Look at that grizzly look right there on DJones' face. He's got a scowl. Came to play.
Boy, he didn't stop warming up back there for the full 2 hours. I was hanging out with the players, so he's ready to go. Problem's been watching. Let's get this started. First and 10. What a move.
Problem 1 inch away, a game of inches, great control, shot right through between the center and the guard, almost a big play for him on the first run of the game.
And I think we're going to have an offsides here on the hurry up.
And let's talk about, Scott, the keys for DJones in order to win this game. Gives 3 keys to success for DJones. He needs to be able to stop Problem's run. He needs to control the clock, the time of possession battle, and not play scared. He's playing Problem. He's playing the GOAT. He needs to play his game.
And Allen once again rumbles, this time to the 44-yard line. So 2 straight runs for DJones. First and 10. On his side of the 50, he's in the gun. Phillip Rivers. Putting Cruz into the slot. Gotta watch that play clock counting down. You know, possession has been big in this tournament. All players really chewing the clock, especially in single elimination.
Yeah, and this is a strategy by DJones here. He is looking at the fact that you're playing the greatest player of all time when it comes to competitive Madden, and he is not going to let Problem have the upper hand. If he gets down, that's when Problem's his best. Jones controlling the clock early in this one.
Goes to the hurry up again. 2nd and 5, just shy of midfield. Rivers with pressure.
Wow.
Somehow threads the needle.
Wow. That is a tough play right there by DJones. Problem had the defense, had it set up. Unfortunately for him, DJones got a lucky break there with the completion.
It's like 3rd and 1, but right there at the line to gain. Could be 3rd and inches.
Watch for Problem to shoot right between that gap right there with his linebacker.
Yeah, they move the tight end in motion, and the Red Sea parts. 1st and 10 at the 39.
Right there, you see a savvy move by DJones. He falls down with his halfback rather than taking a big hit, running in between the tackles there. Gotta love that adjustment there by Jones.
First drive has been key the entire tournament. Problem's a player that likes to play with the lead. DJones looking to put a little pressure here. 3 minutes remaining in the first. And nice run defense there by Problem.
Yeah, and right now early in this one, Jones trying to control that line of scrimmage. So he's recognizing these key victories, key points in order to win this game against Problem. A huge question mark for me, though, is Allen, his halfback. This is not an elite player. This is not one of the best running backs in the game for draft champions. How will that affect him in crucial situations? And will he cough it up with a big hit stick by Problem? He's known for that.
2nd and 8. DJones.
Good
Force this one in, and it's going to be a pick.
Stand up for
He's
the
at
movement.
the 50, the 30,
Are you kidding me?
the 20, the 10.
Wow.
Give that man 6.
And if you could see young Kiv in the crowd right now, all that hair, all that lettuce, he's the loudest guy in this room right now. He's slapping fives with everybody. He wants Problem to win this game more than anybody. If you remember yesterday, after young Kiv got crushed by DJones, there was no handshake at the end of that game, so a lot of drama between the guys here playing right now.
I also remember hearing some words I haven't heard in a long time.
Oh, yeah. DJones still playing DJones ball, though. You see
Yes,
that?
sure.
Floating,
Swagging out.
celebrating.
Well, he forced one in on an early 2nd down. This time he tries to force it, and it was a pick 6 for Problem. He leads 7-0.
And here we go. This is the first time this whole tournament, Scott, that DJones has been down, had faced any adversity. How does he bounce back? This is early in this one. It's a huge question. We have to see how he responds here on this drive.
1st and 10 from the 21, 2:17 remaining here in the first.
Good
They
D.
go to Williams.
Good D.
Problem's not having it.
The scouting report is in right now from Problem, absolutely sitting over the middle of the field. You're going to see it again right here. Look at this linebacker. He wants to shoot in that gap right there, take down the halfback in the backfield. Beautiful adjustments. Problem has been scouting this all weekend long. Great play there by Problem.
So 2nd and 9.
Heat off the edge.
Has a little 10-yard out, and that'll move the chains.
Yeah, DJones using a lot of motion in his offense. It's very unique. Not a lot of guys are used to seeing it. Problem, though, early in this one. He's already had 2 lockdown plays. One was the pick 6, ultimately led to that, and the other one was that completion in coverage. So Problem showing beautiful adjustments on the defense side of the ball in this one early.
Rivers goes up under center. He's got 4 wide receivers in the formation. Allen is a single back.
Wow.
Swings it out wide, and once again, big-time play by Problem.
Yeah, and we said Problem, in order to win this, needs to manufacture points. The last game in his group stage, we said the way he was playing defense, the way he was playing offense, he hasn't had a defense this strong since his last championship run, and he's showing it here right now. DJones has given everybody problems with his offense so far in this tournament. Right now, Problem is causing the problems for DJones.
And he didn't draft a quarter, but he already got a pick 6 and a huge solo tackle on the edge.
Nice
Once
play.
again, they go back to Victor Cruz. And, you know, we talked about that. Problem not drafting a corner. He did have an opportunity to. Decided to go another direction, and that's going to affect you when you face a wide-open passing game.
Yeah, and it absolutely is. And that Jimmy Smith that he passed on kind of leaves some holes in that secondary, so we got to keep an eye on that as well.
And Allen able to slip one. We'll move it past the 50 to the 49-yard line.
I'll tell you right now, Problem's run defense is on another level right now, Scott. He has the ability to shoot in between the tackles and take down the halfback before that halfback even sniffs the line of scrimmage. This is some lockdown run defense we haven't seen in a very long time.
So Phillip Rivers back now in the gun on 2nd and 7 with just 16 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
There's that heat off that edge.
Rivers got to get
There's that heat
rid
off
of
that edge. Scott, you got to watch out. Problem looks in the zone right now.
He's pretty much locked in at this
Problem
point.
looks like on another level right now, and I think young Kiv is very happy about it as he sits here in the crowd looking on another member of the movement.
Yeah, Problem got some breaks in Group A to be able to move on. Just 1 and 2 in the group stage.
Watch for pressure off this edge right here, and this defender off that edge. Jones recognizes it, moves a halfback over to try and pick up the pressure, but the left edge is going to screen.
And he goes right back to that out on the left side, but that's going to bring up a huge 4th and 1.
4th and for the bread right here. 4th and 1. This is a big spot already early in this game. Problem already screaming here. D up right now. 4th and 1. What do you do if you're D Jones? Problem showing he has the ability to stop all these runs. It's got to be in the back of D Jones' mind here. I think it might potentially could affect his play call.
So he'll go to the gun here on 4th and 1. Has Allen to his left.
He's going to shoot this gap. He's going to shoot that gap right there. Watch for it on the screen. All right, he's switching the play. Watch, he's not going to shoot through this gap right there. That's where he wants to go. There it is.
And they're able to pick up a block.
Woo!
And that will move the change. Huge block by big number 70.
You can see it's on another level in this game right here. The preparation from the legend, from the GOAT, is just on another level.
So 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
Wow. Screaming, screaming.
And Rivers will fumble it.
The ball is out. The ball is out.
Here is the scoop.
The ball is out.
And he will be tackled at the 24-yard line after Orr tried to scoop and score, but the 24-yard line, not a bad place to start your first possession.
Defense, defense, defense. And the major key we asked at the top of the broadcast, Scott, can he manufacture points? And he's almost going to go up again here, and he hasn't even had an offensive play yet.
Yeah,
Defense.
He's up 7-0 after the pick 6. Emmitt Smith, and he'll take a gang of Broncos to bring him down.
Yeah, and first offensive possession here. The world is your oyster at this point. You can call anything. Right now, all the momentum on problem side. If you're D Jones, you're facing that adversity. We've seen so many players throughout this tournament have to face the adversity and rise above it. That's what the great players do. They have the ability to recognize something is not going their way. They have to get back on their game and make some plays.
Looking, finding Conley, the speedster. Can't cut it upfield, and they're going to mark him short. 3rd and inches at the 15.
It's getting a little chirpy out here, Scott. It's getting a little chirpy right here. You see Problem screaming. You see D Jones. He's not happy about it. You know D Jones thinking in the back of his mind. He's playing this game. As much as we talk about legacy for Problem, this is a road to recognition for D Jones. He wants to prove and show everybody watching that he is the best player in existence.
He was the #1 player in draft champions going into the qualifying stage. And this is 3rd and inches with Derek Carr up under center for Problem. And he'll easily get the first down.
Easy pickings. It didn't even really look like D Jones was sending anything up there to stop it. I think he just wanted to get a new, fresh chain on the first down there. But wow, this one early is everything we thought it'd be.
So 1st and 10 from the 12, and oh no, we're in the red zone once again. With a tough place this tournament to get to pay dirt. Clock under 10 seconds to snap.
Problem controlling the clock.
Well, that's sort of been the key for years from Eric Problem Wright, and this time it's Emmitt. Last year it was Eric Dickerson, and now he's put the load on Emmitt Smith.
Wow, D Jones already calling timeouts here. I like it. I like it because he's recognizing that Problem's trying to waste the clock here. Problem, when he plays with the lead, he's almost untouchable. His command of the clock, his ability to control the line of scrimmage, his savviness and ability to recognize situational football is what puts him a notch above everybody else. We talk about stick skills, we talk about Madden IQ, we talk about all those things that make a great player. Problem is a check on every single one of them. And D Jones right now, though, he is adjusting. He's making some plays here.
So 3rd and 4 from the 6-yard line. Problem leading by a touchdown with 3:03 on the clock.
Good D.
And Emmitt, he will stretch for that first down, but he's going to be just a tad shy.
Yeah, there's a timeout again. He recognizes Problem gets ball at half. A terrible situation would be here if Problem punched it in for another 7, gets ball at half. So D Jones managing the clock right here. And now if you're D Jones, you got to take a page from RG's book here. You got to hold the door, Scott. You got to hold the door.
Trying to get him jump off sides here to move the chain.
He's not snapping it.
And I think Problem's going to be settling for the Fig Newton here.
Yeah, he's going to take the Fig. And why not? You got to go up 2 scores. Your defense has gotten you these points thus far in this game. That's exactly what you need to do to execute to win this game if you're Problem.
So he'll take the delay game. That'll move it back just a chip shot, but with 2:59 on the clock, nice job by D Jones clamping down in the red zone and burning those timeouts. He's going to have just a shade under 3 minutes to maybe make it a one-score game.
Yeah, and I think the thing to really watch out here, Problem has shown that his run defense right now is on another level. He wasn't showing this in the previous round, in the group stage. I really am really impressed the way he's shooting these gaps with that user defender over the middle of the field by attacking the running lanes. And my question now is, does DJones shy away from the run and become one-dimensional? That's what the best players in the world do. They force you to play the way you want them to play. They dictate the pace to you, and that's what the best players do.
Going back to Allen with the run, little stutter step and a nice stiff arm. So it'll be 2nd and 2, and he'll go the hurry up. I'm thinking you gotta have a touchdown here, Gibbs.
Field goal, touchdown, yeah, you need to get some points on the board, literally before the score, but also just for your confidence factor.
That's the difference between an Allen and an Emmitt Smith.
Absolutely.
Doesn't fall forward, and
Right.
it's gonna bring up a 3rd and 1.
Big spot here, 3rd and 1. Needs to move the chains.
20 seconds until the 2-minute warning. DJones trailing by 10, and
Wow.
folks out there on the social media not giving him much respect. 17% think DJones can come back in this one.
Shout out to the movement on that one. Movement coming in full force. 83% think that Problem wins this game.
So 3rd and 1, 2:15 on the clock. DJones with no timeouts. Problem still has 2.
Problem shooting a gap here.
Bring the tight end across and a nice fullback dive. As you mentioned, bringing the linebacker with the halfback, able to go right to the fullback dive and pick up the 1st down. He might try to get an extra play here before the 2-minute warning, and he'll think twice about that.
Yeah, and I like the pace right now from Jones. It's slowing it down. You can literally feel the excitement in the room has lost a little bit, and that's in his favor right now. It was electric in here earlier with Problem and all of the plays he was making. DJones needs to calm things down, relax, breathe. Relax, DJones, and play.
Serenity now. So 1st and 10
We're
at the
screaming off
2.
this edge, Scott. Screaming off that left edge.
And once again, Problem bringing the pressure.
And just like that, they stand up in the crowd, and they're electric. We got young Kiv in the house. We got Yo Mama. We got everybody here watching in the house. Electrifying crowd here today, Scott.
Here on a good Saturday, just our 3rd quarterfinal game. Spot Me Please looked pretty good in game number 1, but this has been the premier matchup, and Victor Cruz able to break free from 1, and they're going to say he was out of bounds, so that'll stop the clock at the 47 with 1:52.
That's been the only route available to DJones in this game. You got to start asking yourself, when does Problem take it away? You know he's going to take it away at some point. It's going to be the most devastating point of the game for DJones. Be ready for that later on in the game.
Well, we've already seen Problem with a pick 6. He's also forced a fumble.
We're screaming again, Scott. We're screaming right there and right here off those edges. Those guys are going to be screaming after the quarterback.
1st and 10.
Look at that, screaming.
Gets rid of it to his tight end, and he'll pick up 5.
Nice read. That was a good read. That's a quick speed out right there. Very difficult to throw. Good possession catch. Kept his feet in bounds. 5-yard gain on 1st down for Jones.
7 completions for 51 yards for Phillip Rivers. It's a dink and dunk situation here in the 1st half.
Jones really needs to find a way to stop the pressure off the edges. Right now, he's only able to contain one side and doesn't have an answer for the opposite, and it's forcing him to throw the ball early. So he really needs to start attacking this part of the field right here. All that area is open because the blitzing defender is leaving it vacant.
3rd and 3, and Allen cannot get to the 1st down marker.
You gotta think
so
about
that's going to bring up 4th and 2.
You gotta think about a field goal here. We saw Trueboy in the last game able to make that long field goal.
With the win.
You gotta think maybe potentially think about it, but here we go.
So 4th and 2.
Watch for Problem to start low here and then creep back and take away that deep post over the middle of the field if potentially that goes over the middle. He's going to clamp down low, try to make a play on one of these slants, Scott.
Minute remaining in the half. Finds
Nice
Victor
read.
Cruz once again, and now he's down to the 21.
Nice read right there. DJones is locked in right now. That's a big-time play. Gets him in field goal range. No timeouts left. He's going to go a little bit of hurry up here. Watch again, Problem sits over the middle of the field. He wants to drop back to this part right here, try and make a play over the top.
And this time it's Kamar Aiken with no timeouts, clock running, 2nd and 3.
You're making me crazy. I'm gonna get a couple of people not liking that one probably.
25 seconds, Allen. A nice
fight
dip
for the
off,
break.
breaks a
Fight for the
tackle,
break.
and he's all the way down to the 1-yard line. Clock still moving.
Rumble, young man, rumble. That was a big-time run by Allen. Watch the clock here. It's ticking away. If you don't convert right here, you have to kick a field goal. You can't run the ball here either, Scott.
No, but he will pitch it outside.
DJones.
He'll take the gamble, and he'll walk in for 6.
You can't run there, Scott, unless you're DJones.
Huge blocks on the edge. We even saw a pancake, and he'll walk in for 6.
The stones on that kid right there, Scott, that's an unbelievable play call there. I don't think Problem was anticipating that. I think he saw the play clock and really fully anticipated a pass, not ready for the toss. Big-time play by DJones.
So now just a 3-point game, 4 seconds remaining
Let that go out of bounds.
in the half. And Conley, we know he's got wheels.
Jukatan.
And the clock will freeze at 1 second, so there'll be 1 play left. Problem will receive the kick to start half number 2.
Yeah, Problem's looked very impressive so far in this game. I still have a major question about his passing offense. He hasn't had to get into a situation, 3rd down situations. DJones now putting a little bit of pressure by scoring there in the last drive. We have yet to see how can Problem answer the bell in this game when it comes to passing the ball in crucial situations.
Neil Hammond and Emmett Smith. And Emmett can't break free of the tacklers, and so, well, it's lived up to the billing. It did not go DJones' way early, but he was able to battle back now. Just a field goal separation between these two.
Unbelievable first half. Problem is getting everything done he needs to do with manufacturing those points. He's got 10 points based off of his defense, based off of those turnovers. I wonder, the question from Problem right now is, how were you ever even able to allow that defense to be able to stop the run? You're making DJones one-dimensional right now.
Yeah, all he's had is really just that 10-yard out on the left side. See if he continues to go back to that. What does DJones have to do? Problem's going to get the ball first. You have to get a stop or hold him to 3.
You got to hold him to 3. I think DJones still feels confident. I think he knows he's made a couple mistakes there. He said in some of the pieces we've seen from him in this tournament that he feels he's the best player in the world, and when he loses, it's because he makes mistakes. So I think he knows he made some mistakes in that first half. If he can clean those up and put some pressure on Problem, make Problem pass, that's the move. Let's see what happens, though, in the second half.
Well, let's go down to the 3rd member of our broadcast team, Drea.
Hey guys, here with DJones. This is the first time you faced adversity all tournament. How do you continue to rise above that in the second half?
Well, I just got to fight back. I scored before half. That's always what you want to do. I made some mistakes, but I think I can lock them up in the second half. So I think my defense is going to win this game for me.
You mentioned that you scored before the half. How do you continue to ride that momentum to a win?
Just
do or die.
doing what I'm doing. He's making some good adjustments on defense, but I see what he's doing, so I can make adjustments off that. So I'm ready.
And that's what Madden's all about, in-game adjustments, guys. Let's send it back to you.
Thanks, Dre. Appreciate that. This one is living up to the hype. It was all Problem early on, but DJones had a touchdown at the end of the first half. Barles, take us through the highlights.
I mean, first quarter, world-class preparation. We talked about it. The one adjustment Problem knew he needed to make. He did it, and he took the pick 6 back for the crib shot. Went up 7-0 earlier, incited the crowd, and he said, let's go. Second quarter, he gets another turnover. Fumble Ruski, ball's out. He grabs it, picks it up, scoops, almost scores. Now, DJones did a great job slowing him down, getting the ball back, bringing it into the red zone. Very, very nice. He tossed it out to the edge with no time left. An absolutely cold-blooded call on the goal line to get the touchdown and make it 10-7 at the half.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. RG, what were your thoughts after this first half?
I'm still picking Problem, but the time of possession worries me. DJones has had a lot more opportunities to see what Problem's doing on defense and adjust to it. Problem hasn't seen too much of DJones' defense, hasn't gotten to get in a rhythm on offense. This opening drive is going to be big.
Rico?
Problem hasn't had to. He's all over that bubblegum offense that DJones is running. Come on, get out of here. Problem locks this up and runs away with it in the second half.
I was terrified in the first quarter. DJones responded back. 10-7, anyone's game right now. This opening drive is Madden at its highest level.
Problem is who we say he is.
It's the GOAT. Let's see if he can finish it off in this one. Let's just get back to the action. I want to see the second half. I know you do too. Let's send it back to Scott and Gibbs.
All right, thanks so much, gentlemen. We talked about it when we first came in here. It's only the quarterfinals. This feels like it could be a finals matchup.
I mean, it has everything you need. You got two big names, two of the best players in the world right now. Major question coming into the second half. How does DJones adjust to what Problem's doing defensively? Right now, there's no answer for some of these pressure schemes off the edge, and it's really putting DJones into a tough spot. It's making him one-dimensional, only passing the ball right now.
Well, Problem will start the second half at the 21-yard line, leading by 3. And there's Emmitt Smith working the way into the secondary.
Jones got to be careful here. He's got to prevent Problem. You can't let Problem's run game go. If Problem starts running the ball, he's going to control the clock, control the line of scrimmage here, and it'll be too much for Jones to overcome in the second half.
Worth noting, Problem didn't draft a defensive back at corner, but he does have 3 offensive linemen.
And that's because we're playing Draft Champions, Scott. This is one of the newer modes to Madden, what you see here. You can play all these different players, legends, current stars, NFL stars on your roster. That's where you see a guy like Emmitt Smith in the Niners jerseys.
Yeah, if you look when he comes to the line and gets set, he's got 2 stars. One's Emmitt Smith and one's the left tackle. And that's where he goes on first down. It'll be 2nd and 5. And I look for Problem to try to sustain a long drive here.
Yeah, well, some of the ways Problem wins games, he drafted 3 offensive linemen. That's one of the only guys in this whole tournament that did that. So Problem knows how important time of possession is. He knows how important it is to control the clock. That's where guys like Emmitt Smith and those offensive linemen become so vital to his success. Defense, run the ball. That's the staple of what he does.
So when I draft linemen in Draft Champions, I get called a noob.
Kind of, you kind of are probably.
And when Problem does it, he's the GOAT.
Yes,
so I guess
absolutely.
he's earned that. 3rd and 1. And I admit, I'm trash.
Really, DJones got to bring these guys inside here for some run support. Great D, lock up, ball is out.
Carr able to pick up the fumble.
Wow, he's already telling him to punt the ball.
Down.
Problem's not putting. No chance.
He's right at just shy of midfield, so it'll be 4th and 4 from the 41, and he'll go.
Big time spot here. You got to watch out for a quick little baby out right there, Scott. Little baby out from Brown.
So 4th and 4 from the 41. 2 minutes have already ticked by. Play clock running down under 5.
This part of the field right there, Scott, that's the tender area. Scott. Got it locked up by DJones. Good D. Good D, DJones.
And he can't get the interception, but it will turn over on downs. So DJones able to survive the first half. Now he's got the ball, only trailing by 3.
And this is what I'm talking about. We know Problem plays great defense. We know he runs the ball well, but when he gets into these 3rd down, 4th down situations where he needs to convert, just doesn't have the same passing plays that we see from some of the other competitors. Guys like Spot Me, guys like Bugs. His passing offense is his low point right now, and DJones is recognizing that, getting him into situations where he's forced to pass on those crucial downs.
Able to pick up a quick 11 on first down, but this time Allen only able to muster out a yard.
We're 1 Fig Newton away from a tie game here too, Scott. 1 field goal.
So 2nd and 9, you think at this point you got to try to strike for the end zone. The red zone has been absolutely a tough situation this entire tournament.
That's a good adjustment right there. He recognizes pressure off that left edge. Look at that. Picked it up and had time in the pocket, delivered a strike. That is good stuff right there. It's a good sign for Team DJones right now. Recognize, we said, watch out for that pressure off the left edge. He moved his halfback over, blocked him, picked it up, had time in the pocket, delivered a strike.
Unable to get past the marker. They're going to make it 3rd and inches with 2:08 on the clock. And not only is that football 101, but that's Madden 101. Throw it where the pressure's coming from. Makes a quick adjustment here. He'll get in the I formation.
Problem went the wrong side last time on the fullback dive here. Let's see what he does this time. Pick the right side, Scott. He picked the right side, Scott. He picked the right side. Let's go. On the last fullback dive of this game, Problem went to the left gap. This time he goes to the right gap, absolutely destroys the fullback in the backfield. Huge, critical stop for Problem right there. We got a tie ball game, 10-10.
So he'll lose a few inches, and he's going to have to put it through the uprights. And we are knotted up at 10.
Woo. Woo. That's all I can say. Woo.
So 1:37 on the clock, and Problem will get the ball back. And this is going to be a key drive for both of these competitors.
This is a momentum swing. We're in the middle of a momentum. The pendulum is going back in DJones' favor. How does Problem rise to the occasion here? He's already shown great defense. Nice little kick return right there.
Yeah, nice little stick skill to get it out to the 33-yard line.
But we're going to have to see him pass a little bit here. DJones is going to take away the run on 1st and 2nd down. We're going to get into a 3rd and manageable situation. Does Problem convert? That is the number one question on my mind right now.
So Derek Carr will start 1st and 10, and they go back to the legend, Emmitt Smith. And nice job holding the edge.
All right there it is. On 1st down, a 2-yard gain. That's exactly what DJones wants. 2nd down here, see if he can hold up again and get that 3rd and manageable situation.
This time he'll go to the air.
Blocked. That nice little check down. Oh,
and Emmitt
dropped it.
Smith cannot put his mittens on it.
And here we go. If DJones gets a stop here, I want you to wait and listen to the crowd here to see the crickets you're going to hear right now. DJones fighting for the momentum in this game.
Yeah, Emmitt Smith severely hit in the hands.
Good D.
And
Good
Carr
D.
will scramble. He's got the 1st down, and he'll get down right at midfield.
As I was saying, Scott, look at that Problem. Great stick work right there. Outmaneuvered DJones user defender, scrambles with Carr for the 1st down. Big time play.
Yeah, it looked like he was spied, but then he got it just a bit outside of the hash, and Carr able to take off. A little deceptive speed out of Derek Carr.
Back to the ground game.
And Emmitt
Good
Smith
cut.
has got a running
Good
lane.
cut. That's a great cut. He was going to run directly into a defender. Went left, avoided him, went through the left A gap. Huge 1st down run for Problem.
Amazing what you can do when you're not holding down turbo.
You get a lot more control when you're not holding down a turbo. A lot of people at home, I bet don't know that.
So with 20 seconds remaining in the 3rd, they go back to the former Cowboy, Emmitt Smith. He's got 12 carries for 48 yards.
That little halfback leak out of the backfield has been a staple of his kind of passing arsenal so far in this tournament. It's not a flashy play. It's not an impressive route, but it is very deceptive, and it's the last guy you ever really worry about when you're facing this formation. And it's come up critical in big situations for Problem thus far. I look to see it play a big role throughout the rest of this 4th quarter.
So put your 4s up. We are knotted at 10. Final quarter. Loser goes home.
Nothing's
Winner
open.
moves on.
Gotta run.
Carr
Get down.
able to get the slide. And now he's got 3 carries for 22 yards.
Yeah, and let's see how Problem manages this clock here. I would imagine he's probably going to tick-tock a little bit here. See what happens.
Touchdown would be huge. A field goal would open the door for DJones. 3rd and 6 from the 35.
All right, here you go. Look at Problem get a little more aggressive. He's going into a gun formation here. Not accustomed to seeing this so far in this game. How's he feel?
Yeah, he goes to the bunch to the right. Has a man
Pick.
throwing a triple coverage.
Ooh.
And luckily, Conley turned into a defender.
Watch, and here's what we're going to see right now. Problem most likely going to go for it in the situation. No, taking the fig. That's
4th and 6.
yeah, it's smart football.
Put some pressure on his defense. Of course, he does have 3 timeouts.
Did he miss it?
And that is short.
He missed it. He missed it. Wow. That's a huge critical mistake right now by Problem. Momentum fully in DJones' corner at this point, Scott.
Yeah, so some mistakes in the 1st half for DJones, and now Problem just a little bit unraveling, and the door is open for DJones.
He's got to win this game with his defense. That's it. He's got to win it with his defense.
Able to get in there, disrupted in the backfield, picks up 2 yards, second and 8.
Remember, we talked how important it is to take away that out that he was seeing early in the game. We're questioning, does he come back to that? Does he see that? Does he recognize it? Does he make a play there?
By the way, we've seen 2 missed field goals today.
Yep.
One off the crossbar, and this one coming up short for Problem. Under 4 minutes to go in the game.
Watch for pressure again off this left edge. This left slot corner going to come right through there. Backside of the quarterback here. Here it comes, screaming. Nope, picked up by the offensive lineman.
Rivers has
Wow.
time, and Aiken cannot pull it in. A huge overthrow.
And right there, Problem, huge sigh of relief right now. That was a big-time break that DJones didn't complete. That was a great route combination to get that wheel route open down that left sideline.
So 3rd and 8.
Watch out for Problem sending pressure both from right here And right here off those edges, he's going to need to keep a halfback in the block. He does, picks it up, rolls out.
Has time. And he will find Aiken. Nice job, nice composure.
Yep.
Just move the sticks.
Yeah, and you're able to see that Problem rolled pressure off the right edge and didn't send it off the left edge where he's been doing that for the most part of this game. That allowed DJones to roll out, have time in the pocket, and deliver the strike for the first down.
That's the thing about both these competitors. They've been in this exact situation thousands of times.
Yep.
1st and 10. They're on the other side of the 50 at the 45.
Problem changed his defense here. More 3-4 base, more linebackers in the field trying to stop the run.
Snap it with one on the clock.
There was
the linebacking core gets it done.
There were some running lanes there, Scott. That was very, very close to being a big-time run right there for DJones.
2nd and 11.
Could you ask for a better game right now between these two competitors?
I'm cool with it. 2nd and 11 at the 46.
If you're Problem, you got to scream here. Here we go again. You're going to see again this left edge defender. Watch for him coming in the backfield.
Rivers
gets picked up.
Swing it out in the flats. It's the big tight end. He breaks the tackle, and he's down to the 18-yard line.
All right, we're getting into territory here where DJones with a couple first downs, waste the clock here, burn Problem's timeouts.
They jump the slant. He drops it down in the flat and picks up the first down.
It's textbook football. It's textbook football. DJones showing a great grasp of football knowledge, great grasp of football IQ, and he has the ability to come back in this one.
Was unable to take it to the 2-minute warning, so he decides to go ahead and snap it, and that's where the 2-minute warning will come into play. It'll be 2nd and 10. A lot of points on the line here, some cash on the line, and more importantly, a lot of bragging rights.
Absolutely. It's the road to recognition for DJones. It's all about your legacy if your Problem. Which storyline will these guys write on the dotted line as this one ends?
So at the 18-yard line, 2nd and 10. Play clock under 10. Go back to Allen. He's got some room, but unable to squeeze through the line. Problem will use a timeout.
And if you're DJones here, you want to run the ball, make Problem use those timeouts. And if you're Problem, you are licking your chops right now that he's running the ball with Allen. You want him to run the ball. You are one big Problem hit stick away from getting the ball right back.
Turnover would be huge. A touchdown would be bigger. 3rd and 5 at the 13. They go back to the running game.
There it is. Oh!
They'll get to the 11, so he will be short. And we assume a field goal incoming.
You would assume a field goal, but DJones and Problem wisely recognizes that, doesn't come out in a field goal block. I actually really like that Problem saving his timeouts here. He could have called a timeout there to keep about $1:45 plus, $1:50 and change. But I like the decision to actually keep his timeouts. He's going to need them. And Scott, here we go. If there's been one question about Eric Problem Wright and his game, it's can he win with his passing offense? We know his defense is great. We know his knowledge of the game is great. We know he makes big plays when it matters most. But can he win a ball game relying on the weakest part of his game? The best players, he's done it time and time again over the years. He has to do it one more time to get on and advance to the next round.
So just 78 seconds in this one. One of these great competitors will be moving on to the semifinals, and one will be heading home here in the Madden Classic.
He's going to start out with a run.
Goes with Emmitt Smith, and he's got room, and he'll click off a quick 13 yards, but the clock is ticking away.
Yeah, and let's talk about where he needs to get for field goal range. Up here by the 30-yard line, that's where he needs to get to feel comfortable for field goal. That's a great little dart down that sideline, Scott. Motley's at speed.
Almost broke free. Clock is moving. Ball at the 36-yard line.
Little hottie, toddy, dotty right there by Eric Problem Wright. Save that one. He needs about 6 more yards. Needs to get to that 30-yard line, Scott, to feel comfortable.
And he will check it down to Emmitt Smith. This time he'll pull it in, and he's at the 25. 40 seconds to go.
The great ones rise in great situations. Eric Problem Wright, 2 for 2 on this drive, moving the ball downfield with his passing offense.
He got 2 timeouts, so he'll go to Emmitt Smith again.
Call a T here.
And with 28 seconds, he will burn a second timeout. Just one remaining.
Yeah, you gotta think problem. Controlling the game right now with this under center offense. He hasn't looked good from gun. Does he check out? Does he stay here? What does he do from this formation?
He's going to run a screen pass to Emmitt Smith. He's got blockers out
One
there.
man to beat.
And he will fall forward to the 14-yard line. Clock is moving.
He's got to save the
Derek
timeout.
Carr trying to get his men back to the line.
And if you're at home, you got to stand up on your feet right now watching this one end. He's got to throw that away.
And he'll throw it away. And do you take another shot here,
No.
Gibbs, or
Nope.
do you just
No.
kick it through?
No, absolutely not. He only got crazy enough as DJones would go for another play here. Listen, if you were to snap and throw this ball, Scott, I'm telling you right now, that you got about 6 seconds between snap, throw, end zone. And oh my goodness, I can't even look at this. You got 6 seconds, Scott. You might have 1 second left.
Papa Maylocks here. Going to the end zone. Moncrief!
Wow.
And he can't drag a toe.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's what makes this great right there, Scott. He went for it. 3 seconds remain. He now has to kick this. Oh, DJones calling a timeout now.
A little bit of icing on the cake.
Are we going to have a little ice in our veins? Are we going to have a little Dello action right now by DJones?
It's just a 31-yarder, and we're going to get dramatic. The snap, the hold, the kick, and it's good, and we are headed to overtime.
As good as advertised between two of the best players in the world. DJones, problem. How amazing is that to think he comes down on that last drive. He gets 2 big passing plays that get him into field goal range right away. Eric Problem Right answers the door on that one, and he's able to kick the game-tying field goal to send this one into overtime.
Boy, he was just inches away from dragging a toe there on 3rd down. And DJones will win the most important part of this, the toss. Touchdown wins it.
Touchdown
a
wins
field goal would give Problem another opportunity here in overtime. Forget about the clock.
Now, let's remember what we've talked about, some of the storylines of this game. Problem has been playing lockdown defense thus far. He's got a pick 6 already in this game. DJones has been one-dimensional, hasn't been able to run the ball. How will this last few possessions unfold here in this game? Problem, does he recognize and remember that last out, remember the play? Does he take it away?
And this time he finds Aiken, and Aiken cannot hang on.
He's Aiken after that one. I think that's the second time I've used a corny joke with Aiken. I'm sorry, Aiken, I'm sorry.
Well, he had Victor Cruz on a zag.
And here's the question I'm asking you right now, Scott. Allen has been playing phenomenal for DJones, rather.
Yes.
He's been giving the ball to him all game long. He's not an elite. He's not one of the better running backs in the game. When does he
cough
one up?
3rd and 8. After Allen was unable to break free. Rivers has time.
Locked. Wow.
It finds Robinson. And that
big time play
will move the chains.
He's going no huddle. This could be a mistake right here. Your player's a little more fatigued when you go no huddle. A lot of foul pulls typically occur in no huddle situations, Scott.
So 1st and 10 from the 37. And he'll go to Allen. Allen better cover it up.
Oh, every time that man.
Depending on the spot here, and they will mark it 2nd and inches.
Every time that man gets this ball in overtime, I fear for DJones' tournament life.
Runs hurry up again.
All right, left edge going to be open again here. No one over there to block. Watch out for pressure off the left edge if you're DJones.
And he'll just go to the drag route, and Robinson looked like he might have been able to break free, but tripped up at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, and right now DJones is recognizing that cover 2 style defense. If he can get some time in the pocket, he wants to go downfield. He wants to target a game-winning touchdown with a big vertical pass downfield.
In plus territory. 1st and 10, forget about the clock here in overtime.
Yeah, and it looks like DJones has the ability now. He's been picking up pressure off that left edge without having to use slide protection.
And once again, it's Robinson.
That was a hot one right there,
It's
Scott.
a drag fest. Get your T-shirt.
That was a hot one right there.
So 2nd and 5.
This no huddle is going to fatigue his team. At some point, it's going to come back and haunt him. He's one big hit stick away from Problem flipping this game on its head.
Bunch to the left. Phillip Rivers in the gun. And he will go to Allen. Every time Allen touches the ball, I hold my breath.
Yeah, 23 rushes for a $102 and a tutty. He is playing phenomenal for DJones. He's playing above his rating right now. And again, every time he gets the ball, he's one error problem right hit stick away from changing this game.
You saw when he went in the playbook that the fatigue setting in. A lot of orange on that line. Not yet getting a red, actually.
Look at that. He is red right now.
Allen has moved his way to red.
And look, I think he's recognizing it, but Allen is gassed. A very tired man at this point. You got to look away from him. Does Problem recognize it? Does Problem see that, kind of adjust his defense off of it? Right now, we're about 6 or 7 yards away from field goal range, right where that yellow line is, for him, DJones to feel comfortable to kick a field goal.
And he'll hand it to
Good
Allen.
D. Good D.
And he doesn't have the burst, as he has really been worn down in this game. 3rd and 9 from the 37. You can't not have a field goal here.
Yeah, late crossers have been a problem right now, full problem in this game, as well as this deep sideline. Every time you guys the bunch over here, it's a little wheel pattern that goes out like that. That's a big-time route against this cover 2 defense. Just be ready for that if you're Problem.
He'll run it again, and
That's
he'll find Victor Cruz.
That's an absolute dart, and you're seeing it right there. A cover 2 defense has a weakness near the sidelines and in the seams. Problem doesn't have the defenders to play against that. Big-time play, and now DJones putting some pressure here on Problem.
That little motion there on the bunch side just occupies the corner, and he's able to put it right between him and the safety. And so at the 14-yard line, a touchdown wins it and will send Problem home.
At what point does Allen let you down, though? You've been riding this horse the entire game. He's playing phenomenally for you. He's been playing above his level of play.
And he'll toss it outside. He gets
That's
the block.
That's it.
He's headed out. And DJones will move on. It's a walk-off in overtime.
Wow. That is 2 halfback tosses by DJones. You see the handshake there. Great sportsmanship by those of these competitors. You fully anticipate that from Problem. But that's 2 halfback tosses that DJones used to get touchdowns in that game. He only called 2 halfback tosses this entire tournament.
That's true.
Unbelievable play calling. Unbelievable composure by DJones. He was down early in this one. It looked ugly. Problem was dominating, and he rebounded like a true champion.
How many people watching out there are headed to the auction house to pick up Allen?
All of them. Whatever the answer is, it's all of them.
Well, DJones will move on. He was able to stop the movement.
Oh, yeah. Literally, stop both Kiv and Problem. Took the whole movement out.
Yeah, unreal. And so now DJones moves on. Problem goes home. Is now DJones the favorite?
Without a doubt, DJones has got to be the favorite.
All right. Well, let's go down to the 3rd member of our broadcast team. Drea, take it away.
Thanks, Scott. That was crazy. DJones, walk-off touchdown. What was going through your mind?
I just need to – I thought a field goal would probably win the game with the way I was playing on defense, but I wanted a touchdown to end it there. And I'm shaking right now. This is a crazy game.
Yeah, I can feel you. I'm trying to hold you steady here. You just upset Problem. We know that he's the face of Madden. You even said that he's the face of Madden. What does that mean to you?
Oh, I got a lot of respect for Prob. I mean, he's been at the highest level in this community for a long time. So I got nothing but respect for him, but I mean, I'm here to take the belt.
You played a flawless tournament so far. How do you keep this going? You're on a win streak, undefeated.
Well, I wouldn't say I played flawless. I made a couple mistakes.
As far as results, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm perfect so far, but I think I need to play a little smarter, and I don't think anyone here is going to beat me.
All right, well, you play the winner of Duke versus Esdello. What do you think about that matchup?
Well, I played Duke before in the group stage, so I know what to expect from him, but I'm going to get a little scouting report on Esdello.
Okay, scouting report is upcoming, and we know we're going to see a lot more of this guy, so let's send it back to Tyler and the guys.
Thanks, Dre. Appreciate that. That just happened.